Hello, welcome to Dundrell's podcast. I'm your host, Justin. This is part 2 of our George Perez tribute. George Perez passed away, unfortunately, back in March 6th of this year, right? And we're paying tribute to him by reviewing three George Perez comics I've been meaning to review on the channel. I already did a review of the Teen Titans book, and part 2 is this, and part 3 is Crisis on Infinite Earths. So yeah, this book came out in 1991. It is written by Jim Starlin, right, and has art by George Perez and Ron Lim. George Perez did the art from issues 1 through 4, and Ron Lim started on issue 4 and drew the rest of the series, which is 5 and 6. So this graphic novel that we're reviewing came out in 2012. This copy goes for $24.99, 28 Canadian. It's rated teen plus, and boy does it deserve its rating of teen plus, because you see a lot of our favorite characters die gruesome deaths. Though they kind of censor it a bit, but it's pretty gruesome. So the story for this book, right? The story for this book is that, Thanos was resurrected back from the dead. There's Mephisto, who's like a henchman of Thanos. Mephisto is supposed to be like the devil of the Marvel Universe, right? Oh my god. So yeah, what happened is Thanos was brought back from the dead by Mistress Death, and who Mistress Death, for people who don't know, Thanos in the comics used to worship this goddess called Mistress Death. Here she is in her skeleton form. In her fleshy form, she kind of looks like Raven from Teen Titans. Or that's her right there in her fleshy form. Alright? So yeah, what happened is that Thanos gets resurrected by Mistress Death because she believes that that there are too many people living today. Like, apparently there's more people living today when this book came out that's ever been dead, which is such bullshit, but whatever, right? So she decides to bring back Thanos from the dead to go and wipe out half of humanity, right? So he tricks Mr. Death into giving him the power he needed to gather all 6 Infinity Stones, right? Which they have like an example here of what all 6 Infinity Stones does. Where was it? For people who don't know, man, I missed it. Well, whatever. So, yeah, like one's like space, time, power, heart, soul, whatever. It makes basically somebody the power of a god, right? So, the entire book is him trying to win back Mistress Death's, Mistress Death's love, right? So eventually he does, like at the end of the first book, he remembers, oh shit, I was supposed to wipe out half of humanity, right? Not half humanity, half of the population of the universe, right? So you have this really cool like montage where you see our Earth superheroes witnessing people disappear, right? You got Spider-Man, Captain America witnessing Cersei from the Eternals, and Hawkeye disappearing, right? Even on Titan, where Thanos is from, witnesses his father disappear, right? And you have stupid Drax here. Drax in this form is stupid, tried to kill Firelord, a former herald of Galactus, because he thinks that he made it happen. And there's Star Fox, which is Thanos' brother, right? So yeah, so what happens in the book is that, you know, Adam Warlock, who was dead, who was living inside the Soul Gem, contacts Adam Warlock, right, and tells him, hey, gather all of Earth's remaining heroes. I will lead them against Thanos, right? So which he does, which, you know, Adam Warlock comes back from the dead and brings back Gamora and Pip the Troll. Here you see everybody who died during the Great Disappearance, right? Including all of the Fantastic Four and all of, like, Alpha Flight and most of the X-Men, right? I find it funny that it was, like, you know, all, like, they got rid of all of Alpha Flight, right? That was funny to me. Also, I should mention, this 4 is not the regular 4. This is Eric Masterson 4, for people who don't know, right? The 4 of the 90s. And even Doctor Doom joins the team, right? There's Adam Warlock in his new body with Pip the Troll, who was played by Patton Oswalt in the Eternals film, which I still haven't seen. Yeah, so what happens is that Adam Warlock, you know, leads an assault on Thanos, right? Including a second wave, right? A second wave with the cosmic gods, right? Where you see both Thanos beat all Marvel's heroes pretty brutally, right? There's Cyclops. And like, Iron Man gets, you know, pretty messed up here. Like, Iron Man gets his, like, head ripped off. You can see blood dripping down from his helmet. There's Taraxia, who Thanos eventually gets pissed off at, thinks, oh, if I make Death jealous, she'll come back to him. So he creates this, like, female version of himself who loves him, and she rips off Iron Man's helmet. Yeah. So I don't want to spoil the end of the book, but yeah, you got some pretty cool battles at the end of the book. So I really liked the book. The dialogue was great. The story was great. Some people might not like that Ron Lim takes over halfway through the story, right? But I don't know. I really like Ron Lim's art. He does a great job drawing Thanos, right? Not a huge fan of how he draws Doctor Strange, but he's still a great artist, right? And, like, how he draws, like, some of the fights near the end is pretty cool, right? Like, look at this. Yeah, man, that's pretty cool art. Yeah, so I don't want to spoil the ending, but I really enjoyed this book. One problem I had with this book is that there are a lot of white backgrounds, and it kind of ruined the book. Not ruined the book, but it kind of, you know, ruined the great art, because you had some really cool drawn characters, and then, like, white backgrounds. What the hell, man? But I don't know, I really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed this book, though people might not like the fact that some of their favorite characters do not get a lot of screen time. That's mostly a problem that all crossovers has, where, like, you'll have a favorite character who's in the book, and then he gets one, you know, hardly any screen time. That's just a problem that all crossovers have, right? And, like, you know, you might have thought, oh, like, the Fantastic Four, or at least Reed Richards, should have been in the book. Well, you know, this is the cast they had to work with, right? And you have some pretty brutal deaths by some of these characters. They pretty much get decimated by Thanos, right? But yeah, I really like the book, especially like since like the Starling. I read like Jim Starling's like Adam Warlock run. After at first I was not a huge fan of this book when I read it back today, but after reading the Adam Warlock run, I definitely appreciate this book more. Right? Yeah. So I'm giving this book a 7.5 out of 10. Would have been nice if they kept the same artist throughout the series and there was the bad white backgrounds. But overall, it's a great book and it definitely belongs on every Marvel fan's shelf. And if you're not a huge Marvel fan, I think there's a lot here I think you'll still enjoy, right? So part 3, we're going to review of our George Perez tribute, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Look at that awesome Alex Ross painted cover. Look at that. Just fantastic. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to finish this by tomorrow, because because this is 14 issues, and I got work tomorrow. But, we're going to have a graphic novel haul, and I'm going to show off a new heroclix I got. We're going to do a heroclix unboxing, and I'm going to show off my heroclix collection, which is pretty small, but, it's still fun to bring it out and show it off, right?